Last episode, the Rams notched their first win of the season and the very first start for Matthew Stafford here in our second season in this Los Angeles Rams franchise rebuild. But today we take on the struggling New York Jets as we are also a very struggling team. A couple of box scores to go over as we find ourselves in Week 10 in New York. Our first game was against the Bears, our first game off the bye week. We lost in an overtime safety, losing 23-21. Stafford, $138, no touchdowns, no picks. He picked off Justin Fields one time, sacked him once as well. But neither team could really get a whole lot going on the ground. They definitely had it better than we did. They did hand the ball off quite a bit. We did not. Cooper Kupp, not a lot through the air, but he did lead the way with 77. Cole Kmet had 2 touchdowns. Our lone sack came from Donald, but Darius Richards, the rookie corner, does get his second pick on the season. And at this point, Graham Gano has been perfect on the year for both PATs and field goals. And Bias Knight also failed to go up a depth trade against the Chicago Bears, so he's stuck at star dev for now. But we do win our second game of the year against the Commanders, a 24-14 victory, despite Stafford throwing below 50%. He had 2 touchdowns. We picked off Sam Howell 5 times somehow. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. James Robinson, 3.8 on the ground, 1 touchdown. Howell also ran one in. Not a lot of passing for either team, really, although Kupp does haul in a touchdown. Donald once again has our lone sack in this game. And for interceptions, we picked off Howell 5 times. 2 go to Jordan Fuller. 1 goes to the rookie Darius Richards, 1 goes to Quentin Lake, and the other one goes to slot corner Duke Shelley. So we get our second straight win. We are now 2-6 on the year, same as the Jets who we're playing today. So 2 rough teams that are looking for a top draft pick. The Vikings, who we also have their pick, are now 2-7, but the Texans, who also have 2 top 5 picks right now, are 1-7. Upgrade points here for the offensive line, and we go pass protector for Fitzsimmons, who's the rookie left guard playing behind Steve Avila. And for him, we keep going agile as we have in the past to try and get that upgraded. We're also going to miss Kobe Durant today, so Deontay Kendrick will get more playing time in the slot as he has a hip pointer. And Puka Nacua is available to come back on IR, although there was no option appearing here for me to do it. I found a way to get him back on the roster because of this bug. So first, we had to release Spence Skowronek. To free up a roster spot, we had to free up a practice squad spot by cutting 1 player there. Then we had to re-sign Nacua from the practice squad to officially bring him back because of the bug. But that will take us into a game against the New York Jets. Both teams are 2-6. Both teams are trying to vie for a top 5 pick. And it's really a battle of 2 really good defenses here. The offenses have struggled for both teams. And they got new man, new face, Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. Aaron Rodgers no longer here. He did retire. So they're going to the former Tennessee Titan to lead the way as Matthew Stafford makes, I believe, his 4th start of the year for the Los Angeles Rams. It is Week 10, folks, as this game kicks off. The Rams will start with the ball. Richards to return. Our new X-Factor corner, taken in the last year's draft in the first round, pick 7. He gets it out to only the 16-yard line. There is a Jet down. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But here comes the offense. Now a fully healthy offense since the first quarter of Week 1. Puka Nacua is back. We got Stafford at quarterback for the 2nd episode in a row. This one's called over the middle. That is Tremaine Donald for a gain of 5. Gonna see if he can produce a bit more. No longer as the number 2 receiver, now as the number 3. Hopefully Kupp and Nacua can open up the field for him. Stafford, quick throw, caught. That's Nacua breaking a couple of tackles. The block from Kupp is there, and Nakua's got space on the sideline. Nobody in route, and he's gone. Touchdown Rams in the first minute of this game. Puka Nacua back in a big way. Injured on the 2nd drive of the season, but now he's back and scoring a huge touchdown in his first touch since the injury. A broken tackle. A couple of broken tackles, actually. Gardner can't bring him down. Kupp makes the block, and we're off to a hot start. Coach Leak loves it. Graham Gano's PAT is up. And he is still perfect this season on PATs and field goals. So out comes the fresh face in New York. It's Ryan Tannehill, former Titans quarterback. 13 touchdowns so far, 6 picks, over 1,500 yards. He's putting together a fairly efficient season. But after a 79-yard touchdown on the opening drive by Los Angeles, how does the Jets offense respond with their first drive? They go out to Breece Hall, but he doesn't have much there. Wrapped up for no gain by Kenneth Murray. Trips top of your screen here on second down. Tannehill, clean pocket, almost picked off by Quentin Lake. But he dropped it. Intended for Garrett Wilson. That brings up 3rd and 10. They're once again going empty. Same trips formation. Tannehill pressured from behind. Incomplete. The pressure from Baz Knight and Aaron Donald. Teaming up there to force the incompletion. And the punt. Stafford and the Rams come back out for their second drive after that big touchdown. A nice stop by this defense. From the 34, Stafford's got it complete. There's Nacua again across the 50. And already it feels like this offense is going to be moving today against a struggling Jets team. We are also 2-6. We're in the same boat as them. But we might be better fit for a nice offensive day. Williams gets the first carry over Robinson and goes for 10. About a couple inches shy of the marker. James Robinson comes in here on second down. Donald in motion. He gets the handoff. Little jet sweep, and he does have the first down. Inside the Jets' 40-yard line now. Stafford over the middle. Caught. There's Donald once again for 6. So now we've got Cooper Kupp, Nacua, Donald, David Parson, who just dropped a pass right there. Looks like Mosley had a hand in there to jar it loose. So that was Quincy Williams, actually. Excuse me. But still, we got a lot of offensive weapons. A lot of them are very, very young besides Cooper Kupp. So looking to those guys to really step up here. And Donald so far is getting plenty of targets in that third receiver role, which is what I want for him. Just a couple yards shy of the red zone. Robinson on his first carry. Can't break the first tackle. He only gets 1, and now Cam Robinson, the left tackle that we acquired via trade in the offseason, is down. Parson and Donald, bottom of your screen. Parson crosses, gets the pass complete for a nice gain of 6 that sets up 3rd and short. Would love to keep this drive alive and not settle for points right here. Want to punch this one in. Stafford has time, and finally somebody gets open, but it's broken up for Trumaine Donald. Once again, that is a Jets linebacker in there. That time that was CJ Mosley on the breakup. So out comes Graham Gano for the field goal. Tack on 3 more. And he does. 10-0 Rams. Well, New York is still trying to get their first down. We've already got 10 points. They don't have a single play that has moved the chains. This is Dalvin Cook on the ground. He goes for 4. 6 to go. This one's out and dropped. But a big drop right there on 2nd and 6. Sets up 3rd down. A chance for our defense to once again get off the field early. But this one's caught up the seam. That's Conklin. Inside the 50 now, or across the 50 rather, in plus territory. And off on the next play. Hall, not much there. So the Jets are still kind of rocking that 2-back system with Hall and Dalvin. Tannehill dumps it off, incomplete. Intended for Garrett Wilson. Good job in coverage right there for Kendrick. Who's getting a lot more playing time today with Kobe Durant being out. As Duke Shelley moves to the 2, but will stay in the slot. This one's caught by Wilson. That brings up 4th and 4 from the 43. Did the Jets take a field goal, punt it, or stay on the field? What's the play call here? They're going to punt this one away. We start inside our own 10. Robinson gets the give, and now Rob Havenstein is shaken up. 6 yards to move the chains. Stafford, dump off, incomplete for Robinson. That's C.J. Mosley right there. Another pass break up for him. That brings up 3rd down. The Jets are trying to get the ball back around the 50-yard line. If they get a stop, Stafford pressured, and he's going down at the 1. Carl Lawson gets there. Loss of 10. And a punt coming up from the back of the end zone for the Rams. The Jets starting field position is better than where they punted from last time. They're at the 40. They punted from the 43 on their last drive. They go empty on 1st down, and this one's incomplete for Tyler Conklin, and now it's Byron Young who's going down. This MetLife turf is not being kind to us. Their 3rd injury already. The Jets have 1, so 4 total here in the 1st quarter. This one's caught by Garrett Wilson for a short gain, and now Mekhi Becton goes down. The turf monster is alive and well today. A lot of victims early on. But another big 3rd down for this defense. Trying to keep the Jets out of field goal range, and this one is caught. That'll keep the drive going. Conklin once again. So in place of Byron Young, that should bring in either Michael Hoyt or Nick. God, I forget what the guy's last name is. But his name is Nick. And he plays as the backup linebacker both on the right and left side. So he should be getting more playing time today unless Young can return, which I hope he can. But Tannehill on the move on 3rd down. Incomplete! But that was on line for Allen Lazard, but he couldn't reel it in. The Rams come back out leading by 7 points as the field goal from Matthew Wright was up and through. Hopefully this gives a chance for Byron Young to feel better in the locker room and come back out. Looks like Havenstein has not returned, and I don't believe Cam Robinson is out there right now. No, he is actually. The Robinson's back. Havenstein is not. So we got McClendon now at right tackle, number 71. Five yards to go. Stafford incomplete for Trumaine Donald. Knocked away by Sauce Gardner. Not Gardner. Now from the 26, the Jets have a chance to get the ball back. There's still time in this 1st quarter. Stafford's throw off the mark. I think he was going for Tutu Atwell there. And it's just off the mark. No, it was Scotty Miller actually. But off the mark. And the Rams have to punt, a 3-and-out for the 2nd straight drive. We're giving the Jets a chance to tie things up here. The punt is away. Here's the return. It's a short one. He lost the ball, but the Jets recover. They're already back on the field. From the 28, 1st and 10. Over the last play of the quarter, Hall gets the handoff, fights for 4. You flip fields. Now they're going the other way. Wilson gets the delayed fake handoff. Only gets 3 yards on that little trick play. That brings up 3rd and short. Got to get to the 38 to keep this drive alive. Tannehill hands it off. Hall, nowhere to go. It's Jordan Fuller on the tackle. Our run defense has been sublime. And we're going to force a Jets punt. Nacua has already got 101 in this game in his 1st game back. Really he's already played more in this game than he did in week 1. So this is kind of like his 1st game of the season, all things considered. Stafford rifles one out of bounds, and now we can't pass the ball all of a sudden. The Jets' coverage has gotten a lot better these last couple of drives, and it's making things hard for Stafford. Chips bottom of your screen with Donald, Kupp, and Miller. Stafford floats it, incomplete for Kupp. That one was knocked away in coverage by number 4 out there. It's been sent on that bottom side of the field. 3rd and 10. Trying to avoid a 3rd straight 3-and-out, but that one's incomplete. Pressure from John Franklin Myers. The Rams punt again. Just shy of their own 40 to start their next drive. The Jets hand off to Cook, who does not have much there. Ernest Jones on that wrap-up. The defense is giving this offense, once again, plenty of chances. They have not done well since, essentially, those opening 2 drives. That's a first down from Tannehill to Lazard. Up to the 50. Lazard's first scribe on his second target. Hand off for Hall. He's got some space. Sheds off 1 tackle and gains 5. Clean pocket. Tannehill, quick throw. That one is caught. First down. That was McCole Harmon making that grab. Still over here in New York in our universe. As Tannehill sacked and lost the ball, but it's recovered by the offensive line. A loss of 5 on the sack by Aaron Donald. Brings up second down and long. They got Breece Hall in the backfield here with the fullback. He'll get the carry up the guts, but really has nowhere to go. Only a short gain of 4. To set up 3rd and 11. They're just within field goal range, I believe, for Matthew Wright. Trying to stall their drive here. Stafford's pass caught, but Cook has 2 defenders meet him right there on the catch. Elijah Vera Tucker's going down here, unfortunately for him and the Jets. And they're going for the field goal here. About a 5-yarder, 56-yarder. And it's off to the right. No good. We have really good starting field position now. Thank you, Robert Saleh, for taking that field goal. Oh, we absolutely cannot waste this drive, right? Just shy of midfield to start. Stafford rolls out, and he's got a man wide open. It's Tremaine Donald, the rookie wide receiver. After a short gain for Robinson, that brings up 2nd and 9. We dump it off. Donald's got a couple more. Big play right here for this Jets defense. We're trying to stay on the field here with the offense. Stafford, pressure. You can't take a sack here. At least we're still in field goal range. The Jets offense comes back out after Gano remains perfect on the season with that long field goal. This one's dumped off. 5-yard gain for Tannehill. That was Carl Lawson's second sack in the first half, by the way. He's having a good day. 5 yards to go. Tannehill, empty backfield. Caught, but no gain right there for Garrett Wilson. They've gone his way plenty of times, but really has not been all too productive. They're not really giving him a lot of, routes that can result in yards after the catch. They're all short little stint routes like this one for Hardman, which goes for the first. New set of downs for Tannehill. He finds Cook. Another gain of 5. They're playing a really short passing game. Like, really, really short. Like 3 to 5 yard dink and dunk passes the entire time as Tannehill is taken down by Aaron Donald. He's back in the zone. 3rd and long. Breece Hall gets the carry. What kind of play call is this? It's going to work! I can't believe that. That was a complete throwaway play, and they extend their drive. Their best run today. Embarrassing stuff on the Rams defense. You got to wrap that guy up. You cannot allow a 3rd and 12 conversion, especially on a run. But 1st and 10. Over the middle. Conklin. Hit by Jones, but he hangs on. Now the Jets are going no huddle. With a 2-minute drill on their minds. Out to the flats. That is Hall on the little wheel route. First down across the 45. In plus territory now, under a minute to go. Tannehill, long drop back on the move. Incomplete. Throw it right to Kenneth Murray, who is not looking. Could have had an easy pick right there. But Breece Hall was also wide open. On 2nd down, this one's incomplete for Lazard over the middle. That's Kendricks in coverage. That brings up 3rd and long. A stop here might give us a chance to drive down the field ourselves, as they're going to hand it off. Another one of those very conservative play calls that makes you scratch your head. They're going to punt. We're not going to call timeout or anything. We have 2 left, but we're not going to use them. And this half is going to come to an end here in a second. Well, the Rams lead by 10 at the break, 13-3. Our defense has played lights out. The offense has shown a lot of good things. A couple of bad drives that went nowhere, but you take the points where you can get them with how bad our quarterback situation has become. But going on throughout the rest of the league, you got the Niners visiting the 7-2 Bears, who beat us 2 weeks back. And the Niners lost by 3, 21-24. Brock Purdy threw a pick and a touchdown. McCaffrey had a nice day, but they fall to Chicago. Then you got a NFC North matchup between the Packers and Vikings. Both teams are 2-7, two of the worst teams along with us and the Jets for like 2 or 4 really of the bottom 5 teams in the entire league. It looks like the Vikings are on track to lose again, which is good news for us because we have their first round draft pick. Then you got the 6-2 Chiefs, probably going to be trailing at halftime by 2 against the 5-3 Denver Broncos. Start of the second half. The Jets have the ball. Try and make it a 1-score game. Play action on 1st and 10. Tannehill throws this one away. They go 5 wide here with Dalvin Cook and Tyler Conklin. Tannehill on the move. Dumps it off for Cook. Short gain of only 1, which brings up 3rd and 9. And the defense forced a 3-and-out here to start the half. That would be huge for this offense to give us a chance. But this one's caught up the seam. It's Conklin again. He's been busy today. And plus territory now. Tannehill, little dump-off pass here. That one is hauled in for a gain of 5. The Jets have had their issues trying to convert from right around here, right around the 40-yard line in our territories where this defense has been their best. And then we're going to force another throwaway here. Just like I said, this defense does not want to let this Jets offense get inside our 40. Great work, and they're going to have to punt. They fake it, and we're there! Michael Hoyt makes the tackle. I can't believe they tried it. I think Michael Carter was supposed to make a pass there, and there was nobody open. He was about to cock back, but Michael Hoyt gets through the defensive, or the offensive line, rather. Huge mistake. Saleh thinks he's cute, but Coach Leak is ready for it. Here come the Rams. We have not scored a touchdown since the opening drive to Puka Nacua, but I want to get a big one here. Instead, we lose 3 on a nice tackle by Quincy Williams. I don't want to play the Jets way. I want to get passes down the field. We have the personnel to do it. Stafford, play action. Off the mark for David Parson. And that brings up 3rd and long. How are we going to screw this up? With great starting field position. Kupp only has 1 catch for -3 yards. How has he not been involved? Stafford has time. Rifles a pass, and Kupp can't hang on. He dropped it. Are you serious? I am positively stumped that he just dropped that pass. Sure, it was a bit high, but Kupp is the guy that brings those ones down in coverage, and he was wide open that time. Huge miss by the offense. That one was not on Stafford. That is on Kupp, who has put together a really poor day. And the Jets just keep getting chances, man. This defense is out on the field way too often right now. The offense has to be better than they are right now. And I think, the quarterback has been part of the problem, but there's been a couple of drops. Tannehill on 3rd and 3. That one is caught. First down to the 39. That was Wolf on that last grab. Not really too familiar with him. But on 1st and 10, Tannehill rifles a pass. There's a completion to Garrett Wilson for another first down, and now they're across midfield. To the outside, there goes Hall. He gets 6 on the 41. You've stood tall here before, but they're going to convert. That one's hauled in by Lazard. Another handoff up the gut. Hall breaks a couple of tackles and is taken down by the 30-yard line. This one might turn into the best drive of the day so far for the Jets, as Hall will convert again. The chains keep on moving. Play action for Tannehill. He steps up and is way off the mark for Garrett Wilson. Another one up the middle, but Hall is planted by Quincy Basnight after a short gain of 2. As those two square off a little bit, trading some little hand fighting. 8 yards to go. 4 wide on 3rd and 8. Tannehill's pressured and sacked by Basnight and Aaron Donald. Huge sack back at the 38-yard line. It's 4th and 22. Do we just force another punt or another long field goal? Big pressure from Donald. Basnight teams up with him to make the stop. Huge play by the Stephens, who continues to play well. And they're coming off the field because they're going to go for a field goal. It's going to be about from 55. The kick is up, and it is off to the left. Right is 0 for 2. One miss to the right, one miss to the left. What a defense we have going here, folks. They've played so well today. And so the offense, once again, has a 3rd drive starting from their own 45 or better. We got to do better on this one. This one's caught. There's Kupp for his first completion that goes for positive yardage. Good to see him get involved finally. 2 yards to go. This one's caught. First down. That's Puka Nacua. Fresh set of downs for Stafford. Robinson gets the carry and gains 4. From the 42, trying to get in field goal range. Robinson, nowhere to go. Not a fan of the play call when the run game hasn't been working all day long. But we head to the 4th quarter, still up 13-3. On 3rd and 5, Stafford drops back. Over the middle, off the mark for Scotty Miller. Never gave this guy a chance. It might have been Nacua, actually, but either way, the receiver never had a chance, so we're putting Gano out here for a 58-yard field goal. He's got the leg for it. Does he have the accuracy? No, it's his first miss of the season. On a very tough kick. And now we've just given the Jets really good field position. Why do we do that? Why, Coach Leak? I just don't get it the way this defense has played. Why you would let the Jets offense start from the 48. Tannehill barely gets the pass off. Had pressure from 3 different defenders, including Basnight. Trips bottom of your screen. Nobody to the left side. From the 48. Tannehill pressured again. It's dumped off for Wilson. He lost the ball on the tackle. It's recovered by Ernest Jones. We get the ball. Huge mistake by the Jets' young player. The young receiver coughs it up on the tackle by Kenneth Murray. Don't tell me they're going to bring this one back. He might have lost it after he was already down. Here comes the booth review. I think we know what's going to happen here. Yep, it goes back to the Jets. So 3rd and 3 after that completion. They're on the 46-yard line. In our territory now. Tannehill, quick throw, caught. There's Hardman. He's got some space inside our 25. 5 wide on 1st and 10. Quick pass out to the flats, incomplete for Hardman. Quinton Lake there in coverage to jar that one loose. They go 5 wide again. Tannehill dumps it. Hardman gets 6. 4 yards to go. Pitch out to Hall. He's got a hold. He's got space. He's in there. Touchdown, New York. We gave them half the field to work with, and they drive down and score, and now we're in trouble. The offense has to move the ball here. We cannot slow it down. We cannot try and run this clock out. This is a close game now. You cannot be conservative here. 1st and 10 run. Robinson with one of his best on the day for 5. 2nd down. quick throw for Stafford. Parson with his first grab today, and he fights ahead for the first down. Actually his second catch, but really has not had a lot to do so far today. Not a lot of targets either. And off for Robinson. He's wrapped up for no gain. We got Cup in the backfield now. He'll go out wide. Stafford, though, dumps it for Robinson. He can't break the tackle. We lose 2. Empty backfield on 3rd and 12. In danger of going 3 and out here, or really just punting the ball away. We don't go 3 and out. But this one is hauled in across the 50. Parson gets the grab. Big gain. From the 46, we hand it off. But there is nowhere to go. Green shirts abound. No chance for Robinson. Just stop handing the ball if it's not working. Stop doing that. I get you want to run some clock here, but it's not working. We aren't moving. 3rd and 8 coming up. Not enjoying the play calling right now, especially here in the 4th quarter. Stafford, incomplete, off the mark. Come on, dude. He's been missing all his throws since that first drive. And we're going to punt from the 44-yard line, as we should. But what a wasted series once again. Huge mistake, and now the Jets have a chance to tie it up or take the lead with 4:41 to go. We are asking way too much of our defense right now in most of these games that we're watching. 1st and 10. Tannehill rifles a pass, incomplete, off the hands of Cook. Jordan Fuller had a hand in there too. We still have not seen Byron Young return to the game. I'm afraid that he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, most likely, as Hardman's got a wide open grab here as he gets all the way to the 40. They're going 5 wide again. Dump off. Wilson, not a whole lot. Another throw. Tannehill downfield. Wide open is Wilson. Up to our 30. I knew our defense was not going to be able to hold them the entire game like we have been. This wasn't going to happen. Defenses get tuckered out. They get tired. Ours is right now for sure. You can see guys huffing and puffing on the field. 2nd and 10. Caught by Hardman for no gain. That brings up a big 3rd and long. Can this defense put together one more play and get off the field here and hold the Jets to a field goal? Trip spot him on your screen. Tannehill has a clean pocket. It's picked off, intercepted by Duke Shelley. He jumps the pass for Conklin. Huge play. Our defense gets off the field, allowing 0 points. Abso-freaking-lutely. They're doing everything they can to win this game for us. The offense is not. A crucial mistake from Tannehill sets up 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stafford goes play action. Dump off pass for Parson. He gets 8. 2 yards to go on 2nd down. We're going to milk some clock here and get ourselves to the 2-minute warning as Robinson's got a hole, and that's his best run so far tonight. Delayed handoff. Robinson. Short gain. That'll spend the first timeout for the Jets. They've got 2 more. Another handoff. Robinson. Gain of 3. The Jets have 1 timeout left. I kind of want to pass the ball here. And we are going to. Stafford is off the mark. Well, he was kind of on line, but we can't bring it in. Gardner breaks it up. We're going for Donald. It was a contested catch. Not an easy one to haul in. And we're going to give the Jets one last shot. They'll have 1 timeout. So that is kind of a mistake because the clock does stop. But it is almost a great punt, but it does roll into the end zone for a touchback. 143 for Tannehill. He's trying to shake off the INT. Trying to lead his team to a victory on the last drive of the day. But he's going down inside the 5. There was Baz Knight. There was Donald. Everybody was there. Baz Knight gets the full credit for it. From the end zone, Tannehill's taken off. He dives ahead. He gains 5. 3rd and 22. Already a huge play by this defense on this last drive of the contest. Tannehill backs it up. Pressured again. Gets it off to Cook. He breaks the tackle, but is short of the 20. And that means it's 4th and 11. 11 yards to go to keep this drive alive. It is broken up by Darius Richards, and that's the ball game. The defense comes through drive after drive. The Jets had a second half shutout, but our defense does even better, coasting us to a win. Big plays left and right from different players across the board. As we're going to kneel this ball out. They used their last timeout, and one kneel left will do it. The Los Angeles Rams escape MetLife with the win and a whole lot of injuries. But we come out on top 13-10 against a fellow bottom feeder. But impressive day from this Rams defense. Absolutely spectacular. The Rams notched their second straight victory, coming off a win against the Commanders and a win here against New York. It was not a good offensive day. We had a really good first quarter, but we really slowed down right after that and could not pick things up. Stafford missed a lot of throws, which is why his percentage continues to go down game after game. But he did not throw any picks. Thankfully for us, we got to Tannehill 4 times. We picked him off once in a huge play. Breece Hall actually ran the ball pretty well. We did not whatsoever. But receiving, Nacua had that huge, almost 80-yard touchdown in the first drive of the day. Welcome back to him. And on defense, we had 3 sacks from Aaron Donald, a sack and a half for Carl Lawson, 1 for Quincy Banton, and 1 for Nick Hampton, with the interception from Duke Shelley and the big pass deflection by Darius Richards, which is not showing up on the stat sheet, but he did deflect that pass to secure the win. It comes at a cost, though, as we are now going to be missing Rob Havenstein for 4 weeks with a torn labrum, and we're going to miss Byron Young for 3 weeks with some broken ribs. Who do you put in place of those two? I think you put in McClendon for sure at right tackle, but for the rush left in and our left outside linebacker position, what do you do? I think we'll let Nick Hampton step in both of those roles and see what he can do for a handful of, because Byron Young has not produced as well this year as he did last year. So it's not, a bad thing really for a young player in his second year like Nick Hampton to get a shot at starting playing time. So I feel comfortable doing that. And now let's go over, we'll get to advance 1 week, but we'll go over the top 3 quarterbacks in this draft class because we're about to be able to see those focus scouting. For Prospect Spotlight, they're telling us to look at Evan Sheldon, a left outside linebacker, because of his football IQ. I'll keep his name in mind, but linebacker is not really a concern for this upcoming draft. And we do have 95% on all the quarterbacks now, thanks to us advancing a week. And we can use our super focus scouting right now. And I think because we have 2 really high draft picks coming up, I think I would definitely want to learn more about some of these offensive linemen like Tony Torres for sure. Because he could be, a replacement for Havenstein perhaps if you move him over. So I want to use that on him. And probably also want to use one of maybe left in Reggie Fowler here. And then, do you want to go with another corner perhaps? You could. Take a look at Jermaine Douglas here. Get some more info on him. Get guys across a couple of different areas that I think could really help us. So let's do that. And real quick, now at 3-6, we're facing the Seahawks, who are now below us at 3-7. So we are climbing because we have won our last 2 games. But the Vikings did lose. They're 2-8. And there are still plenty of 2-win teams. We are not one of them right now. The Texans are now 1-8. I really hope that they can start to win some games because that will help us out. But the Seahawks are now below us. We are below the Steelers and Saints. There were a lot of really bad teams, and we are one of them. But we're getting better as the year goes on. So this first guy, Damon Craig, was my favorite last time I checked. He's got a beautiful spiral. He stands tall in the pocket and is always aware of pressure. He does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away, and he plays well in and outside of the pocket with an average release time throwing. He's got great to elite throw power, great strength, pretty decent to solid speed, and he's got good awareness, break sack, deep accuracy, short accuracy, play action, under pressure, and medium accuracy too. And what needs work is pretty much just throwing the run. Otherwise, he's in a really good starting place for the rest of this stuff. Except the injury is at a C, which is kind of concerning. But I think he is still my favorite based on what I'm seeing here. But let's go to the next guy, Gary Thompson, who also has a beautiful spiral, stands tall in the pocket, aware of pressure. He does well to avoid sacks. He's got a vast majority of success coming inside the pocket with a standard over-the-top style motion. He's got great to elite throw power, decent to solid speed like the other guy did. And he's got B accuracies across the board with a better injury stat, and a better throw on the run, but less awareness, less under pressure, less short accuracy, less play action. I definitely like Damon Craig more than Gary Thompson. And then we have quarterback Johnny Murphy, who has a good spiral, but he gets happy feet, feels non-existent pressure. He does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. He plays well in and outside of the pocket with a 3/4 fast and smooth throwing motion. He's got great to elite throwing power, decent to solid speed like the other two guys, with A awareness, D break sack, C injury, B play action, C throw on the run, C under pressure, with C deep accuracy and A medium and short accuracy. So he's probably a better, West Coast kind of a quarterback, but I definitely still prefer Craig over these two. There's also Luke Riley, who is supposed to be around 2 to 3 quarterback, who could use some help in improving his pressure recognition. He also throws the ball away, but he loves to run and play outside of the structure with a quick throwing motion. He's got good to great throw power, good to great speed, really nice acceleration and agility and stuff like that, with A break sack, B accuracies across the board, C under pressure, good juke move, good play action, spin move, and stamina. This guy could be a pretty decent second round option, actually. I'm not opposed to if you don't get Damon Craig somehow, then taking this guy over the other two quarterbacks, because this guy can really extend plays. He can add a new facet to your offense like Stet could by taking off on third downs and putting on the wheel. So Luke Riley here, I think he's my second quarterback over Thompson and Johnny Murphy. And then the other quarterback, Roman Sims, round 3 to 4 projection. He's a guy who stands tall in the pocket, is aware of pressure, throws the ball away. Pretty much same player as Damon Craig with a very fast release. He does have poor throw power at marginal to decent, which is one of the lowest ratings one can have. And F deep accuracy, good short, good play action, good under pressure, good awareness, but not a guy that's going to be throwing down food at all. Definitely more of a West Coast quarterback that cannot get guys downfield. So I definitely like Damon Craig and then Luke Riley as my top 2 quarterbacks. There's also Patrick Lockhart here, who could also use some help at recognizing pressure, but he throws the ball away, plays well in and outside of the pocket, standard motion, good to great throw power, solid speed, with C deep accuracy, B medium, A short, can't throw under pressure, can't break sacks, low awareness, low throw on the run. Not a big fan of this guy at all, but Craig and Riley, I'm going to favorite these two. I'll leave Thompson and Murphy on the board here, but if I'm taking a quarterback, it's going to be Craig or Riley most likely. Looking forward to wrapping up this year shortly. I think I might shorten the end of the season because we only have a couple weeks left. We're not a very good team. We have played better recently, but I think going forward, I will finish it with 2 more episodes. So which ones do you guys want to see? We got games against the Seahawks, Niners, Lions, Broncos, Cardinals. Niners again, Cardinals again, and the Vikings, who also are bad and we have their draft pick as well as our own. So this could be a big game to decide, which of those picks is higher. So which games do we watch to round out the season? I'll probably have 2 more left before we end things. So let me know down in the comments below and your thoughts on the quarterback options, because that's going to be one of our big focuses there in the first round, most likely. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time around. Take care, and peace.